We talk. Hey, you made it. Take a breath. This is your moment. Right here, right now. Mm. We talk big dreams, small steps, real days, messy hearts, and finding our way. Welcome to this big life, where the little things change everything. Pull up a chair, press play. Let's groove, let's live, let's live. Yeah, this big life.
Hello and welcome to this week's podcast of This Big Life, episode 17, with myself, Siobhan, my fab curvy life, and my little co-pilot.
Well, segment. Take 647 today. We had some technologies.
That could be a
Uh,
rough morning, isn't it?
yeah, it's the internet's not playing ball, the laptop's not playing ball, the phones are acting up, and the host on this side is a little bit discombobulated as well, so what my God.
Discombobulated, yes, yeah. I'm glad she said it's on that side and not this side. Because I'm flying, there's not a bother on me.
Honestly, I'm bothering you, yeah. Honestly, I'm bothering you, Siobhan. Yeah,
Sure, I'm grand.
I can show you my new earrings, Siobhan. How about that, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they the earrings that's how you're feeling today, is it?
That's why but I didn't see my necklace. I love my necklace. Look at this.
What does it say?
Notions. Well, it's back to front on the screen. Sorry, hang on. I'll just run it round so you can see it. It says, oh, I got things on Vinted is my new favorite thing. Notions.
No.
And one that says wine and one that says pints and a question mark.
And you got it on Vinted, did you?
Vintage, yeah, goes name on Vintage. Her Vintage handle is retro tackling, and there's another lady who sells like funny necklaces like that as well. Handling with one handle. But I had one, and I'm going to give it to a friend of mine. But I bought one, and I gave it to a friend who is actually going through breast cancer treatment at the minute. And she's very positive, and it says, "Calm your tits."
Calm your tits.
Calm your tits. So this for you, because you need to be selling them that out, and then calm down and talk on. And she thought it was just good. So I got a second one out for another friend who went to her. But yeah, it's a very cool. I know stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm a big child who has, so I love that and like this novelty and stuff. And speaking of novelty, I got this from my couple who got married last week. Take a shot.
We're trying the now.
Take
That's
shots
actually
of
lovely.
Yeah, so I'm doing that now for when I can actually drink an alcoholic beverage because I haven't been trying. I haven't tried this last while, so I might have one tonight. We'll see. Play well. Anyway, I'm saying,
I'd say you will have some tonight now, friend.
well, you know what you want? It's kind of one of them days now that person going to go one way or the other. And it's the kind of day that you'll be afraid to drink because if you start it, if someone said, yeah, I might just either go bananas or cut into someone or something.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes sometimes I think that's what happens, doesn't it? Sometimes I think like, you know what, when you've had a long week or a lot going on, sometimes you just say, look, and I'll have a pint, and then you end up like having fucking 20 of them. How do you need them?
yeah. I need the point. But we'll see Glen's gone to see Kildare are playing Kerry today. The ladies match first and then the Kerry and Kildare match is on. So he's gone to that and then he won't really go to match and text me. So we'll go for point after. But he actually invited me out for point and I'm going this morning. So I said to him, wait and see how the day plays out. I'm very trying. I might try and get a series on the couch or get a series and obviously straighten myself out. I'll be doing boys. But I had the game from Henry yesterday, right? And then when I go to small hours, shake off. Shake it off, shake it off. And my new favourite makeup product is Mrs. Lamb. And Ben, Ben let it fall on the
I was
floor
going
and
to say,
broke.
what happened to it?
Ben happened to it.
Can you not press that again?
Yeah, I can, but it's not the same, Siobhan. It never.
No.
Yeah, don't worry. Anyway, I did get two of them because the one offer, so I have another one, but I'll keep this in the room. This was in my handbag. This is my little, but it's great stuff. Um, it's great stuff like it's a powder foundation. So like I don't like a shiny face. I think for me personally, because I'm a small bit rounder than some, let's just put it that way. I think you're small bit rounder than some, and you have that Joe look. It's great, 20-year-old, size 10. But I think if you have that shiny look when you're rounder and oval, it just looks like you're out about after walking upstairs. So this pepper is the best thing since sliced bread as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned. I absolutely adore
But
it.
there's great coverage with that as well.
Oh, it's the best now.
And you
The
made one
best.
during the week, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Joe, I forgot that. I was at Being Perfect launch night on Thursday night with Brendan from Being Perfect, Caroline from My Crazy Life Caroline, and Mrs. Lamb. And I have to say, Mrs. Lamb, wow, she's just stunning. Like,
And
she's
where was
just.
that on?
It was in Portlaoise, and I got loads and loads and loads of little bargains as well. I got loads of little goodies. I got the instant, the sport tan. I got the tannin oil. I got the body butter, which is a moisturising tan. And I actually put on tan on Tuesday, and I just put the body butter on. Sorry, I put the tan on Wednesday night, and I put the body butter on Thursday night going to bed, and that's how grand I am still. And I do not take a tan at all.
Lovely. And it's
But
lovely. It's lovely and natural looking.
yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, Siobhan. And I got Mrs. Lamb Carroll's, which I can't wait to open it. I was going to open that last night because I was going through more late last night. And I had all the intentions of spending time. I bought eyelashes and everything, Siobhan, and the palette. It's like
You
all the
wear
Christmas.
lashes.
No, I don't. I bought them. I don't fucking get time, obviously. I bought
Mackay
that.
is brilliant at doing lashes. Like Mackay does them, and I swear to God, she has them done in a few minutes. But when I tell you, it's the one thing that I could never ever do. I'd be like this, and oh, Jesus, no thanks. I could never get them right.
Actually, now I did buy online before TikTok. Now this was a couple of years ago. It
The
was
magnetic ones,
what?
the magnetic ones.
Yeah,
Were they good?
they were brilliant, and they had this tongue, so it was shaped like your eye, and you literally just stuck it on. It was great. They were great, and it didn't say, "Well, just put it on, stick it back on." They were simple, but I just got a set in pennies and one, and I got two sets actually because I thought I was going to use one set last night. I got one spare, but I didn't get time because life happened.
Like
And
happened.
yeah, I'm today fucking ready. But anyway, I'm still not fucking gorgeous, Siobhan.
Ah, well then, sure. Look, what do you worry about? Don't you look gorgeous anyway? You'd be grand.
Well, today now it's a little bit of an exception.
Yeah, but come here to tell you, tomorrow, like, you know what I mean? As the day goes on, it'll eventually fucking. You know what?
Sure.
You know what you are? You're like the ugly duck, and then you turn into the swan bite this evening.
That's not the answer, John. The answer is God is not now today. Not when you're always morning, but you're kind of pulled out of the bag and the day comes out. So if you mean to it before 1 o'clock, I apologise. I will perfect in the evening, the afternoon. Pick man the other day, you go on straight and send house or sort yourself out, he said.
Oh.
Oh,
But you know what? Isn't it funny? Like the different people that have different things that, like, it just seems normal to them to say it, and then you realize, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like,
yeah.
it's like some people just say things and that's it. Like they just say it, and because they think that that's something that they always say, and then you say
Yeah.
it to the wrong person, and they're going, "What does she mean by that?"
It's like that. I was telling you this before about me and them ecology of Fugsy. And then if I'm out and I see someone else, like, maybe treating themselves something like that, oh, that's your get Fugsy. And I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have said that to that person. But I have it out for a realize. Because it's kind of like a terminal infection in ours. But my mother was the queen of Clint Hotel from the Kento putting me back in the box. Like, can you talk to me for a while? I remember I was going to the Jerry Ryan show years ago. It was called Secrets. I'm going to the Jerry Ryan show, and I had this maxi skirt and a bodysuit and this gorgeous green waistcoat. I was telling you this, was I? The green waistcoat was a chiffon waistcoat
Yeah.
and a top in front. And I was getting out of the door, and she said, Mifflin, how are you going with that? And I said, why? She said, it's like a flea on a mountain. What does that mean? A flea on a mountain? Like, that waistcoat looked so small on me. It looked
Yeah.
like on a mountain. And she couldn't say it looked a bit small, or maybe it was a bit snug. No, she hadn't go to the extreme. And then another day, my sister was coming in, and she looked at her and she said, oh my God, she said, you have put on acres. Acres, like. Acres. It wasn't even like not about English or Jesus, that's a bit too tight or not. It's acres. You put on acres. Oh, like, who sends that and get away with it? And then I remember Siobhan, like that's us, whatever it was. I remember who she was, and she was lovely, don't get me wrong, she sounded like an absolute wagon, but she wasn't, she was lovely. But one thing to whatever is in her head came out of her mouth. One successful one day, and we met this woman that I don't know very well. And she came on, and was in a wheelchair. I was pushing her, and the woman said, "Hey, Grace, who are you?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And she said, "I'm grand." And she looked at her and she went, "Have you no teeth in?" I was like, "Oh." I said, "No, they're a bit sore on my gums. So you take them out when you can. Oh, well, you should put them on your face for coming out them." I said, "Oh my God." I just want to
But you know what? Years ago, that was the thing, though, wasn't it? Years ago, like that was the thing. Like they used to say those things. God, you look fierce today, or you know what I mean, or like that. You look fierce without your teeth, or, you know what I mean. And they nearly got away with it.
Well, I did, I knew. And then I met another girl in Tesco's as well, and my sister was with me, pushing the wheelchair, and she came up to us, and she went to school with me. And she never held weight in school, but she had put on a bit of weight, and Mammy looked straight at her stomach, and she said, when is the big day? Like, when is the happy day?
Yeah, but now,
And
in fairness, I have done that once as well.
yeah, but now I think she had said it, but she kept like nodding at her stomach, and we were like, "Oh my God!" And she said, "I'm not pregnant, girl, I'm just fat." And I, me and Goldie were like, "Let's just put her on for clothes right and leave her there. Let's just, we don't know her. She be life." But yeah, so I don't think it's acceptable anymore for people to pass comment.
Yeah, but you know what? Have we gone to a place though where like it's beyond actual everything has to be politically correct? Have we gone to a place where like it's totally stupid now, really? Like you
Yeah.
offend people in the easiest way now.
Yeah, I think in one sense it is, but then again, you don't know what I suppose. You know what a person's going through, so it's the safest bet is not to actually say anything at all. I
I
suppose I
know,
don't know.
but you know what? You must remember, like years ago, there wasn't. I don't think you were near as offended. Like when people said things to you, you just kind of go, "Yeah, right, whatever. She's fucking mad," or whatever you say, and after she's gone, you know what I mean? But I think we've
Yeah,
gone to a place where you can say nothing now. You can say absolutely nothing. If you do, you're in trouble. Like it doesn't matter what you say, you're in trouble nearly now.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
think we've lost the run of ourselves.
I have to,
Completely.
I have to mind myself because I'm like that. You know, and I know I blot things out that I shouldn't blot out, so I have to be very, very careful and say. You know, if I see something, like, especially with a few drinks to me, Siobhan, I'd be liable to say that with a few drinks to me.
Oh.
So I have to be careful. I have to check myself because I say it. Now, not in a bad way. I wouldn't mean any badness, but I like in my head, I think something's funny, and then I have it out and I go, Jesus, I shouldn't say that. And it's one of the things I say when I'm meeting couples with that, and they're telling me their story, and I say, I'll write this now and send it, and you get to read it and go, oh, I'm cool. And I said, because I could think something is hilarious. And we'd be like, do not say that in front of my family and friends.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I suppose, I was here in the house with, there was 8 of us, and we slagged the arse off one another.
Yeah.
Like, we were in with that kind of like, get up the fucking do this or whatever, you know. So I have a hard neck. So my sense of humor might be a little bit too harsh for other people, so I have to reel it back in when I'm out.
I know, but
But
you know what? We definitely like when we were kids growing up, we would have said things to each other. Now, probably not as harsh as what's said now. But you know what?
Yeah,
We would have never thought anything of it after that. You know what I mean? Or mommy would have said things to me. And like, if she said them now, you'd nearly be going, what the heck do you think there? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's a different time we live in as well.
It's a different time, different era we live in. Like it's, I suppose we have to be a little bit more cautious now, and especially because it's not just because of people, but people absorb what they see online. So people are feeling vulnerable when they're looking that they're not the perfect girl, boy, male, female, man, woman, he, she, whatever, they're them. And they're looking at this online and this ideal of perfection is preferred. Love Island, for example. Everyone's looking at Love Island this week, and it's like,
Do you watch
you
Love
know,
Island? See, I don't
I,
watch Love Island. Micaiah does. I don't watch it.
I don't, I watched a couple of clips. See, I looked at a couple of clips online because there's some Irish guy in it, he's a growing footballer, Sean, and I watched it just to see
Is he the
the band.
teacher?
Yeah. The Irish banter is always good, in fairness, especially because English can be so. English banter is a little bit kind of tamer, so Irish banter is usually good. But I think to say now, Sean would not bite over with own sense of humour,
Yeah.
you know? But
Yeah.
anyway, but
But come
like
here.
that, these people in bikinis and people in the swimsuits and all this idea of perfection and yeah, and even that thing I went to the other night, like, well, it was a Thursday night, it was down, but like, you had to make an effort because it was going to be all makeup and hair and presentation and stuff, you know, so you're already conscious of where you fit in, I suppose, in society, so let me take some one little more. Like, if I had went to it out and I was feeling a bit conscious of myself and someone said, oh, Judge, you know my face, like, you know, but for someone with weight or, and I will kind of crawl back into a corner.
Yeah, but you've a lovely face. That's a great one, isn't it? You've a lovely face.
So I suppose we just have to be careful on what we say and how we say it. Well, I do, Siobhan. I'm again not in an insulting way, but I would think something's hilarious, so I have to draw myself back and say, no, you can't say that. No, stop now. Hold back. But again, and again, it also comes from my time as a branded. No. I used to manage a pub. I lived in pubs for years, and then I managed a pub and meet. But when you're behind the counter, you have to have a neck as hard as a jockey's. I swear, because you will get stuff said to you and swung at you, and you have to be quick. You have to be, and I remember one of the funniest ones. There was this man who came in and Paddy was his name, and big tall guy, big 6'5", and he was round old, and he talked like that, and he come in and he tried, and he big old baby at the back of it, and the wife was a tiny little small woman, she was lovely, and he was coming in one night, and he was trying to slag me, and he wanted to get the best of me, and he was just getting annoyed then, because he was still, like, not winning the slagging
Yeah.
competition, but he tried then to embarrass me, and I said, you know, we went for a month ago today, and he said for the wife, I said, did you answer that, Paddy? Oh, great. He said, checking the heart, checking the lungs, checking the hearing, said, everything is perfect. I said, very good. And I said, I know from it's from that. And he said, yeah. And he said, you know what he told me? I said, what? He told me I had the biggest Mickey in leash. And I said, you never for him, Jeff again, you misheard him. He told Bo she was married to the biggest prick in this. And nearly fell. He nearly fell. And the whole place burst out laughing. The whole of them. Him saying it out loud for everybody to hear. So when I answered, everybody heard the answer. Well, he got vexed, thinking, home like a big baby. He sulked, right? And then the next time he came in, a few days later, he came back, of course, because that was the local and sure, whatever. But he came and he was still out here and doing their lunch, and the special happened to be some kind of bangers and mash, and it was some kind of spicy sausage. And he said, what do you have, boys? And he said, I have the bangers and mash. And he said, what are they like? And I said, it was two big sausages, plain mash and in gravy, whatever. And the big guy said, is that lunch? And he said, oh, I thought because they won't not eating anything bigger than my own. And I said, well, then you better mind the cocktail sausages, so I walked out. But after that, and off he went. But then they got the funny side. But if I said that now to somebody, they would get really
Oh no,
offended.
you would be the fired.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't. I wouldn't allow it. Like,
No,
I
you'd
mean,
be fired. You'd be fired now if you said anything like that because you're not allowed. You're not allowed to say anything now. Everything has to be politically correct and what's right
yeah,
and what's just and give me a
yeah.
break.
I know I'm Lord Worship and Paddy Joe, and I'll never get Paddy Joe. Used to spend the foot, and he was stick to him, wasn't pick on him. But we used to go a short time in our event. And I remember going to the dentist one day, and he came in and complained, and he said, the dentist charged me a fortune, you know how much it was. Well, I said, that sounds all right. And he said, why? I said, because I'm not smocked up and they're every day, you're giving the fucking short and die, letting on your millionaire, go to go charge you. And he said, oh, that. But I remember my brother had bought this suit, a knockoff, whatever, Tom and Hilfiger suit or whatever designer, I don't know what it was. But he got this suit bought in Dublin for like 20, 30 euro. And
Yeah.
she wouldn't go for his leg. So I said, you might know the value man, the battle fit. So I brought him, I said, Paddy Joe, I have a lovely suit here now to knock off. And I gave it to him and came in the next day with the suit on a short and tie. And he said, Jesus, Nicola, how did you know that it fit me? I said, Paddy Joe was in one night with a cable tie on me for a belt. The course the suit and fit you and nobody else. And the place. But you know, Paddy Joe, she was a good story. Paddy Joe was diagnosed with cancer. And his wife rang me and she said, I was dying of him about 3 4 years
Yeah.
at the time. And she said, Paddy Joe is not well. He was diagnosed with whatever form of cancer. And she said, he's very upset and he's not in a good place. And I think this was around October time. And so she said he wanted me to ring and tell you because he always down with it. I said, I'll be down to see him really. So I went down the following week and I said, I went in, knocked at the door and didn't. I said, what the fuck are you ringing about? And he said, huh? And I said, Paddy Joe, the definitely fun freaking listen to you. You're going nowhere, like, could you cut yourself on? And we go and I laugh anyway. And then the following January, he rang me and he said, what are we doing Saturday night? I said, the can you're asking. He said, I want you to come to my wake. And I said, come to my wake? And he said, yeah. He said, there's no you fuckers are going to drink without me. So he said, I'm having my wake on Saturday night. So I said, fair enough. So I went down to the wake, right? And I went down and he had the band then he had played at his 50th a few years before. He had the band playing, he got up and sang, he got his picture taken very, very this door. He wasn't very speech, and in the speech he said, well, when I was 50 a few years ago, I only half you Sunday, but you're all coming tonight to make sure I'm going. And it was funny. And then going out the door, I said, why Paddy Joe, I have to go. And I see you again, you look after yourself and I'll talk to you soon. And he said, Nicola Moran, no man will never speak again. He said, but I want to wish you the best of luck in life. He said, you deserve every bit of it. Well, I went down to the on Saturday night. And he died the following Wednesday, Thursday, and his wake was exactly a week later on Saturday night. Couldn't believe it.
But
And he
you know
actually
what?
never
Wasn't
did
it
that.
lovely though that he actually celebrated and got all the people there? And you know what? Isn't it lovely to do it? Like, if we knew we were going, that's the way to go. Do the party beforehand.
Now, sometimes I kind of turn the radio and they say, where are you going? Having this and that. But then after Gary, I'm sure a lot of people thought, well, you know what? He was right.
He was
said
right.
about the way he wanted it, like, you know, and that's the way to do it. So, yeah, I never get Paddy Joe out. It's just one of the most epic things I think I've ever went in my life from being a part of. So, presumably, yeah, Paddy Joe.
Yeah,
But
life is funny.
you could flag, you could say anything.
Yeah. But you know what? Look, like, what about
Yeah.
all the goings on that we had in the north there during the week? That was pretty serious, wasn't it? Like,
It's like coming in this.
I know, but you know what? Like, honestly, I just, like, I was talking to a few people that's in the north, and like they were saying, like, they're so afraid that, like, that this will kind of snowball into something else. Do you know what I mean? Because they don't, like, majority of people in the north don't want that kind of lark. And now there's like they're setting things on fire and all, but it's like little thugs that's doing it. It's not even young kids that it's kids that don't even know what the cause is really, regardless of what's after happening. They're not even fighting for what's after happening. They just if what's happening in the world is over their heads, they're just fighting for the sake of fighting.
Just fighting for the sake of just doing singing it, being told that's it. Majority
Yeah.
of them is Because I mean, there's people who live in Belfast that lives extremely troubled lives and troubled lives, and so on. We fell doing a wedding in Cammy Castle in Cavan, and there's a man there from Cross McGlen, and we were just chatting about it, and he said, like, I mean, the trouble with us was everyday life really used to it, when we were ordering it, but he said, when you see that happening, it kind of does make you a little bit uneasy, because, you know, we welcomed everything, we welcomed the ceasefire, and he said, it kind of gives you a, a flashback to what you did live, and even though it was the normal back then, you certainly couldn't go back to living that way. And I don't think
No.
it is, but you just don't know. The world is a mad place, Siobhan, and I seen it on the news. I hadn't time to bless myself this week, but I shy away from those kind of news stories. Until I'm able to kind of process it, because I think it's so slow. And people forget, in the middle of everything, a man, doesn't matter who he is or what his background is or whatever, a man potentially could have lost his life, and he lost his eye, sight in one eye and possibly the other. So his life is now upside down and changed from a moment of madness by
Yeah.
another human being.
Yeah.
That's the story. It's not about race or freedom or religion or that. It's to think that any human could do this to another human. It's the scary part for me.
But you
And
know
it's
what
so,
it is? I think the value, I like, you know what? I have 2 kids of my own. I'm not under any illusion. I definitely think they say things to me, right, good, bad, or indifferent, that I would have never said to my mother or my father. Do you know what I mean? We live in such a different world now, and like, there's the lack. I definitely think that respect. I don't think that respect is there, Nicola. I think, you know, across the board that respect has definitely changed. So there is no respect for human life, even. Do you know what I mean? Like years ago, you'd go out and you'd probably give somebody a thump, or you know what I mean. But it's not like that anymore. It's like people are so vicious.
that's why you go and give somebody a thump.
You wouldn't
What's
give
that?
someone a thump.
What's not the only thing, Siobhan? That never happened to a long time. We've been to a little
Will
village.
you stop? If you had people fighting years ago, they would have given each other a thump, and that'd be it. Like, and you'd be going like, go home. They probably end up going home after an hour together, for fuck's sake, most of them. But
I remember the other day, there's 2 lads going up for a drunk one night, and one of them fell in again, one plugged window, which was down below a little shop. And the other went out and pulled the weapon pipe off the wall, and went back to tear them up the hole with the weapon pipe.
yeah,
Go. And there was nothing manner of it is like, and we know what the world was like. There were 2 lads that could go for our sons,
yeah,
and to get them up. And then there is an element of that, listen, Siobhan, there's a little bit, it goes back to the thing about the political correctness and what you can and can't say. There's an element there of what do we actually allow people about? What is acceptable and what's not acceptable on all levels. And it's just, I think now it's the lack of respect, but the lack of regard for human life and the consequences. I want them people understand the consequences and children, and that's essentially what our young people going out now. They're still children, they're living like you don't really get like from say your mother or I suppose if you're mid-30s, late 30s even.
yeah.
I suppose I don't understand life from those in my late 30s. And I'm living on them now, every day I'm seeing them every single day. But these young people are going out fighting the cause or fighting for this or shouting about this and shouting about that. I don't know, to me, what?
They don't even know what they're fighting for, though.
I'm afraid, but it's just like, I don't know, I think that always do, just really, and first I was want to see the show on Thursday, I think, to me, think that people, doesn't matter where they're from, what they're doing, how they live, or anything like that, once they show me respect, so treat them with respect. And
Yeah.
that's my kind of thing. And you don't know that if you're really good people. And I just say, the more people I meet in life, the better, because it gives me a better idea of who I want to be, and more importantly, it gives me a better idea of who I don't want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's important to go out and that. But yeah, it's sad to see what's going on in the news this week and around week. It's just sad to see. I mean, it's not that I'm bored or what's happening. I've had conversations with different people about it during the week, but I just chose this week. I have so much fun on all life. I was like, I really don't reading that kind of, because there's a lot of angry, and there's obviously against immigrants and the government, what they do. agree with some of it, and with the going, but I also don't want to kind of be sitting at home
It
trying to.
can't take over your life either, though. Do you know what I mean? It can't take over your life. It has to. Like it's like you say, you're busy. Life is busy. You know what I mean? You're going. You're trying to do your own thing, and you're trying to just, you know what, is get by as best you can yourself. So I think you can't absorb all that in either. You know what I mean? Because if we
Yeah,
did, we'd be stuck in that kind of spot. We won't be able to move because it is so horrific at times. Some of the things that happen. So we just have to fucking take it on board and try and move with it, don't we? Just kind of move
yeah.
the best we can, live the best
Yeah,
we can.
just thought, yeah. And it's, because you don't understand. I mean, maybe I want to say, my big friend Maggie, she's from Belfast originally, and she went down there now. Maggie wouldn't mind saying, even though I wouldn't mind me saying this, but we were out one night during Christmas, and that song came on, Zombie by the Cranberries,
Yeah.
and lots of people out in Zanis could make, it's been never been unpopular, but it's really up there now local again in the South. But it's actually a very Christian song, it's about war, and it's about the troubles and stuff. And I didn't realise that until this time round. I suppose because in a young one I can have folks. But we were out one night and that came on, the whole load of young lads out in the middle of the road, they were shouting and bawling the words and singing along and they were giving us sauce. And I just remember Maggie standing crying. And all she could say was they don't know. They don't know. They shouldn't be singing that. They don't know. So as a group of friends, we just stood around there, got in a circle, and we all got angry and we said we had it again. That's all we could do.
Yeah.
Like we just stole from that. But things on the floor again, if they didn't know no education on it, they didn't know what students have to live through. So that's it, like, different.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone-
It's a different world.
it's just to respect each other and live in. She's a bit of heavy, Shimon. I want to make sure you see it now. I could.
I tell you what we do, though. We move on from there. Tell me about the car. What's the story with the car?
I'm not driving all the. I'm smiling.
Bear in mind, can we just put it out there that Nicola has a new car?
Look at it, I'm glad it's old. I have a 251 Renault Symbios. And if Renault ever hear this podcast, put me in. Young Renault. Okay. I go on yesterday morning. I was going to a website last night, as I said. I was going for a website. And so I go on yesterday morning with the intention of I was flying into Pennies to look for something. And then I'm going to my brother who's in Jingles at the minute, and I was going to spend the day with him and then come home and get ready. And I'd be home at 4:30, and I'd do my show and do my makeup, and I'd be all ready full. And as I'm coming down the road, a message flashes up in the dash: possible gearbox failure, stop the car. Right, so that's bad enough, right? But in Ireland, for some reason, when you need assistance, roadside assistance, 24-hour assistance, all that shit that they send you, it's never
You
available.
can't get it.
So I'm doing Reynolds in County Reynolds in Dalgarn, where I purchased it €1, actually, at the end of May. €1, rang one, can I have this? Blah, blah, you can't find it. I know that was. I was like, oh, ring this number. So I rang that number. They said, right, it took me a minute to get somebody to ring me back. But I said, I need to be back out to my house and in somebody at 7. This is 4:30. It's won't happen because I have to make switch track changes. And so, yes, someone picked me up on a taxi will come and bring me to get a replacement car, courtesy car, and it's included in whatever, blah, blah, the whole load. Bonus site. I ended up having to get a lift 20 minutes ago to collect a courtesy car that they wouldn't give me till €48. I had to pay 50 fucking euro deposit to get the car. I was sure I was covered on insurance on Monday, and then this morning I get a phone call to say I'm managed that €1 down for insurance for a car. What? I'm covered on insurance. And no, that is now. Well, I said, when I will tell you. Anyway, Siobhan, listen to tell you, right?
Well,
I'm
18 euros a day on insurance. Sure, your insurance is paid.
Even €6 I've had to pay to get a courtesy car. Now, somebody will reimburse me because let me tell you now. See those sales today? That's the price it's gone up to them. So my car won't be brought to the garage on Monday. So I've no nothing. I'm to ring in Galway on Saturday. I have to go out, well, I'm only up the road on Thursday again. I have to go to Louth tomorrow. I'm in Galway Friday. I'm back to Dublin and
So what
then
car
home.
have
And
you now?
I have a Peugeot 3008 252. Not my car, but it's not your own
It's not
at
your
the end
own.
of the day. It's not your own. But like I told that last night, technically with no insurance. Because they didn't ring me this morning about insurance. So I said, so something happened to me, that's why I wasn't covered. Like, ridiculous. Anyway, ridiculous. So now I'm standing on town Wednesday, but in the middle of that, I had to get ready to go to the awards night. So the last one said I went on to get you some more in a few days. I went and I had this lovely gold bracelet, because I wear my Pandora bracelets usually, but they're silver. So I had a black and gold dress, so I bought 2 gold bangles in pennies. And my
Did you
distance
wear your
swatted.
black and gold dress with the dots?
Yes.
I never see. I didn't even get a chance to see the pictures because that's the other thing in life. Life is so busy
Yeah.
that I don't
Well,
get a minute these days. But anyway, look, it's keep motoring. Tell me, I can't wait to see that on you.
oh, I was gorgeous, John. I had my lovely black and gold dress on, and I walked in everything. What I
What
see, can I
shoes did
say?
you wear?
Well,
Oh yeah, beautiful.
stunning. What shoes were I wore?
Yeah,
Black, sparkly, lace-up runners.
good. Well, at least they were black and not white.
What? Why
Oh,
do
just
you
in
wear
case you
white?
thought you were wearing white, like.
No, why do you wear white? No, black and gold dress, Siobhan. I'm
Good,
not
that's
that
what I mean.
I have a black sparkly ones, but I wouldn't say this. I'm going to look. I said to Ben last night. I'm actually going to take to the shopping and go looking for proper shoes that are comfortable. I can't do fucking shoes, Siobhan. You know what I mean? My
What
feet are
about
just.
even a little like? What about even a little comfy shoe, like?
Oh, I bought one. You see, I'm looking in for them. You know the one with the pumps go around your clothes here, just
Yeah.
over your door. I'm going to lace up, Siobhan, because I'm very uncomfortable and it cuts in. And that's actually quite dangerous for me because if it cuts in our ribs, friction, I could end up getting a little bit of friction, I could get infected, I could end up in hospital. So it's actually quite, uh, it's an important thing that I get a proper shoe. But I don't want the dance shoe, which is a soft dance shoe, I'm going to look it up. But I'm actually going to take it out, I'm going to go to the city centre, I'm going to look in the dance shop and see it's around there. But I'm just in the middle of all of that, I was feeling to get ready and get lammed up, so I did get lammed up. But
And
yeah,
you did get
sorry.
going, so it wasn't too bad after all.
Not too bad, no, it's grand. I was wrecked this morning, but anyway, how's you? How was like the business side?
Yeah, very busy, I have to say. Like work is very busy. Yeah, and you know what? I have to be 100% honest with you. It's the best job anymore. It's lovely. I'm sorry I didn't do it years ago. I'm sorry I didn't get out of what I was doing and do it years ago. Um, it'd be lovely if it was like part time or 3 or 4 days, but it's not at full time. But you know what? On the flip side of that, like, because I know we were talking about this, like, on the flip side of that, you know what? I could be here all week and still not get on top of this house. You know what I mean? But I just find that's the hard part. But then you know what? At the end of the day, it's what it is. I enjoy going every morning. I have to say, like, I'm not like getting up every morning like going, oh days, I have to go in here. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually going in with a spring in my step. It's lovely. The days fly. It's absolutely brilliant. I have to say, I love it. If it was part time, obviously it'd be nicer. But other than that, it's grand. But life is busy. It's very busy, Nicola. Like you'll even
Yeah,
see from my page itself, like there's very little pictures up or things like that during the week. But yeah, it's just busy and that's it. And you know what? I'm sure it'll. Do you know what? I'm sure I'll get my own little time frame again and kind of get it back into. Do you know what I mean? Get my own little time management and I'll sort it all out again. But just at the moment, it's busy and that's it.
yeah. Oh, that's good.
But I'm not
It's fun.
complaining. I'm saying it's a good busy.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
not what moving, but like I suppose as I said here, you could say, "Oh, like sure, you have to learn and then the house and it's that little." The house we have, I told you that my mum done last Saturday bought this house, and it's practically five water.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
So
I'm not by no means like I'm not house pride no by any means, but I do like to clean. And but you know what I mean? It's just hard to get on top of these things, you know what I mean? When you're trying to because you're coming in the evening, you're throwing on a few washes, you're washing a few floors, but you're not doing it like you know what I mean, like you would. But anyway, do you
Yeah.
know what? At the end of the day, they're simple, small little things. And I love what I'm doing now at the moment. And life is good, thank God. It's good. And I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Once you're happy, that's the main thing, Siobhan. Once you're
Yeah.
happy, that's what and actually, I got interviewed at the Awards last night in the last, when I called in the interview, she took her name, and she said to me, so what advice would you give to somebody going for a job or looking for their job or a dream job or whatever? And I said, self-belief and self-worth. Two things. And I'd say you have now, that has increased in you since you started the job.
Yeah, no, it has. And do you know what was lovely the other day? Like, because, like we spoke about this before, where I didn't have the foggiest of what was like expected out of me. But the flip side of that, they knew that as well. I did have obviously a lot of knowledge in other things, but I didn't have a knowledge in this. But you know what? We got lovely. We were on a lovely meeting the other day, and you know what? They acknowledged, that it was brilliant and the figures was brilliant, and do you know what I mean? So it was lovely to even get that and just to say, like, you know what? Obviously, we're doing something right. But yeah, no, I have to say, absolutely love it. It's the days fly, and like actually, the people I work with are lovely as well. So you know what? I'm very lucky. I am very lucky. I've always been kind of lucky, though. In fairness, the people I've always worked with have been good. Now, in all fairness, I'm happy and lucky. There's obviously one or two, of course there is. But I mean, in general, like I've always been lucky like that. Like
Hey,
besides you.
hey, that's the one. Actually, I passed some by the end of the day.
You've had
Or
what?
passed some shopping.
Did you?
I did. I was actually on the Switzerland shopping.
Oh, okay. And why didn't you cut? Was I here?
No, she did not have working on. Fact, I was going to live in Cavan, so I went to the
Done
gym
chocolate.
shopping, like a billboard trim,
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good.
whatever. Never honestly sent me one
Like
away.
Cavan is like what we would call straight up the road from here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cavan.
Cavan is
Where
the
where,
road.
where did you do? Where did you do? Where are you in Cavan?
I was in Cabra Castle.
Oh, Cabra Castle's beautiful, isn't it?
Stunning.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
gone.
Yeah, and do you know what I love about it? It's real old world. I love that about it. Yeah, we stayed there a few times. It's lovely.
Yeah.
And it's
You
out,
can
and
see
it's out in the middle of nowhere, which is great. No one annoying you.
Northern Ireland. Yeah, that's what I have to do now. Weekend of Northern Ireland. I don't know. I'm actually going to Cardiff next week for my friend's birthday, and I can't wait to go. Oh man, I'm sick to
Oh,
dance with
lovely,
you.
lovely.
Yeah.
But you what? You got 2 weeks,
What?
3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks or 2 weeks left to Willie?
One from Saturday.
Willie
One.
week. Oh, let's go
Oh,
Willie week. Oh, let's go Willie week. Well, no, it's hardly that kind of dancing now. In fairness,
Oh, did you need that shown in there too?
stop, Willie. I've heard the music. Like you're not going like that. It's not that kind of music.
I've never been to a trend disco.
What?
I've never been to a trend disco.
No.
Why is it a trend disco? Trend disco. Do you know? What's it called?
That'll be Nicola now in 2 weeks' time.
What?
That'll be you now in 2 weeks' time. Is it 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks.
3 weeks from
3
today.
weeks, is it?
Yeah, 3 weeks from today. But it's how many you know obviously a great fan because we're like it's Chicken's fall.
Yeah.
You do like trend, Siobhan.
Yeah, I do like some of it.
But
No, do you know what? It's not that I hate it. I do like a little bit of it. I do like some of it. I wouldn't be able to do a whole weekend of it. I probably wouldn't be able to do a whole day of it.
you've never been to a trend disco.
But no, I've never been to a trans disco.
Yeah. So I know, can you get like all now by hotel?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to get it to right. Now this is called Millhouse, and it's from the Aaron Kelly gang, and this is a trad tune, but it's the most. This will let me get like kind of like a trad disco, right? You know?
Right. Yeah. were going great until they brought in that little bit there. We had a good start to that. And then
Yeah,
it just kicked off and that old France stuff.
thanks. So, what listening? What's wrong out there?
That was a
When you
great
get
start, Nicola.
that's a good shot. That is a cool tune. But it's actually Sharon's in Longford last weekend. My speaking of Willie Dancy, and everybody who knows me knows I love my fad, right? I went to Longford last weekend, I was second dance, and I went Friday, I drove home, I danced Saturday, met my friend Sam, and then I stayed Saturday night, and I went to Kenny Sunday, and I went in where, first of all, I was volume with Jim, because we said chat at Sam, the first one is the tour dancer set, and I'm not dancing that because it kills me. And the next thing this little woman comes over and Noah. Nicola, are you free for a photo here now before I go? Because I'd really like to dance this out with you this weekend. Yeah, no problem, Mom. What are you doing this one? Well, I'm now 84 years of age.
Was that the woman that you put up the video of?
No, that's different.
Oh my God,
Sure.
that woman you put up the video of. Like, I mean, do you know what she just did? She just, like, floated on the top of the floor, didn't she? Like, I have to say.
Some parents is saying, I lost the to working woman, she's delighted as well. But there's a band man, and I'm very old school, I love the colour, and also there's a band, longest one. I think they're like New Edition, I'm not sure. But oh, Siobhan, if I could have bottled the atmosphere from the first note they hit on Sunday, it was electric. I could cry. I'm so happy.
Ah.
I'm not. I love trad music from start to finish, but maybe all things are the same few bands and the same few. And I'm not going to travel to dance to some band when, like, no friends, they go to what to do, but I'm not travelling every weekend. I used to dance 5 nights a week, but I'm not travelling now 2 hours, an hour to go and dance to the same crowd, come home, and then dance again to them tomorrow night and the next night.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You need,
so
you need a bit of variety.
oh, Jesus, variety, Siobhan. When I tell you, I can't tell you, I'm even, my heart is something now. I'm telling you now, it's the hardest I've been in a long time at Kilmy. I cannot tell you what life that gave me last Sunday. They were magic. I bought the CD online, live in Bros. But if I could have bottled that atmosphere on Sunday, it was fucking magic. I danced and I danced. I was crippled on Monday, but it just lifted me. I love trad music, and it's the one thing when you say I half was not my father Paul. He gave me the love with traditional Irish music, but this is just epic. Epic.
But
So,
you know what? Isn't that lovely when you get in fairness, like, do you know what? We kind of like forget, and I think as a woman we forget too. Like when something makes us so happy, I think we forget to do it more often.
oh, well, I used to do it all the time. I used to dance 5 nights a week, but then looking at her and I couldn't go anywhere. Like, to leave mommy was free, so I couldn't go and leave her. So I couldn't go through these. I just didn't. So I just wasn't able. And then lockdown hit, and then that involved. And I'm able to go, but I'm not in the feelings outside photo. So I'm looking trying to get the feelings, get back into the swing of dancing. But I'm not, again, the variety is not there. So I want to go to kind of things like Longford last weekend and stuff.
Yeah.
But the community as well, it's not just about the music and the dancing, it's the community of people. They're the loveliest people. And they don't care. I don't know what Maria's last name is, but I know Maria about
Doesn't
14
matter though.
years.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know she's up from the north. I know she dances in Hilltown, in Mayloft. And she was the first woman I ever saw with these sparkly dancing shoes. And I fell in love with them straight away. And just a bit of style about it. It's cool. But yeah, and I know that. And she never forgot me. Like, I mean, I haven't seen more. I'm saying, oh, definitely in about 4 years, 5 years. And
It's like,
she's on the floor. It's like,
it-
Mom, how are you?
isn't it lovely though? Isn't it lovely that community where nobody cares what you do, how much you have in your pocket, you know,
Yeah, lovely.
anything about you. They just enjoy the moment, and that's what it is. It's about in that moment.
Yeah, they love life. And I remember the day after my wedding with Miles's, like, you know Miles's actually.
I was lovely.
But that atmosphere, that day in Miles's, that is the atmosphere of the world watch every time I go over the weekend with those people.
Yeah.
It's that they just don't want anything except pints and gyms. Simple life. Simple worship people.
No, but
That's
you know
what
what though, in fairness, it was lovely because you know what, even though like like I would have known you, I would have known them because I met them a couple of times. But you know what?
Yeah,
We had you, let's say, in common. You would have been of our common, but it didn't feel like that. It felt like everybody knew everybody. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
There was no, there was no barrier up. There was no distinctions. There was no
No, no,
nothing. No one cared what you done, what you didn't do. It never came up in conversation. It was just to enjoy the moment. And like that is
yeah,
something that we don't do. People don't do that anymore. Like we're always, it's like when you go to a concert and they say to you, please don't take pictures or video during the concert. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the
yeah.
fucking moment. Don't bother. You can tell people that it was great.
It's mad though, and the dream around home, I think I have to say it's Saturday. Please pick the photo, there's a couple of like an unplugged ceremony. And there's always somebody who insists on video or taking a picture or whatever. I'm like, did you not just hear what I said? But it's like, when we go away for the weekend, obviously I'll take one or two snaps along the way. But the majority of the time, they're well like the more together literally, so we all the music on Friday. No, literally every minute of the day from Friday until Monday, we're together. But you might only see like maybe a couple of snapshots of
Yeah.
some of the music. The rest of the time we're just there to be more, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I love. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I'm sure it's going to be dancing. Well, I'm so excited.
I
I'm
know.
so excited.
3 weeks.
Yes. 20 strong today. I was getting down there in case I was so excited for no
That
reason.
means in 3 weeks' time, it's my birthday.
27, 4, the 4th of July, I am going out that gap. 4th of July. There's something on the 5th. I don't know what's on the 5th. Something on the 5th.
Don't know.
Haven't told something happened on the 5th. Do you know? I have no idea what's happening.
On the 5th of July.
Yeah.
No idea. On the 7th of July.
Well, no. It's my 16th birthday is the 5th.
It's your what?
My 16th birthday is the 5th. And then there's something on the 5th of July. I was trying to think.
Which of your sisters?
I don't.
Oh,
It's the
God,
5th
it's the
July.
5th, is it?
Well, 5th, yeah. So now the 4th. I'm one on the 4th, so I was trying to think, and then I'm on the 5th, yeah, going 30th to 5th. I never go for the birthday. I usually miss the graveyard mass, but I want to go for graveyard mass this year because it's only for some reason.
We've
So
that
one
now.
of the
We have the graveyard mass out tonight, 6 o'clock.
well, yeah,
No, sorry, 7:30.
7:30. I should go up 6, you never know people there.
I go at 6 to be ready for them.
So if you have birthdays for them, there's loads of people in the graveyard.
No, but in fairness, like I have to say, sometimes, like you know what, we're probably one of the worst as family goes. For where I'm saying Willie's family, like we're always at everything that like that. You know, we'll meet at that. We'll meet at funerals. We'll meet at weddings and stuff like that. But we don't meet up other than that. It's really bad. But yeah, and I sometimes say to Willie, like, oh, Willie, would you not do such a thing? He'd go, oh, no, it's grand. They're busy doing their own thing or stuff like that. And I suppose because he's the man in the family, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, look at, yeah, so we get to see everybody this evening, so we will. And then tomorrow, then, unfortunately, we have to go to a tie. Well, I suppose it's a sad enough occasion. But anyway, look, that's life, isn't it? That is life.
You mind me, really uncle.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, well, that's sad, like, it's sad, but you know what it is? Just said that, I met a lot of people this week, Siobhan, this last week, and I'm not just saying, like, I want to meet people, and people always message me, like, privately about stuff that's going on with them and stuff, I get that. But this week I met a lot of people who are suffering loss, big time, and not coping. I said, I just said, and my sister-in-law this morning, I just said to her, I'm after spending the last 4 weeks crying, Siobhan. Crying. I'm taking everything on board. Everyone's out of few bits and pieces. But I don't know whether it's, I don't know what it is. People just seem to be struggling a bit. I don't know whether it's life is having and then experience a death or grief or an illness or something, and it's getting the bend. There's a lot of people like struggling lately, I think. But I don't know. It's just very sad.
It's funny, but I think a lot. Yeah, I think sometimes, sometimes on that note though, I think people just kind of saunter along, and then something happens, or a time or something, and then it kind of hits them, and you know what I mean? Yeah, but
Yeah.
I do think people in general have an awful lot on their plates. There's an awful lot of people with an awful lot of stuff on their plate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really like struggling in all walks of life for everything, like. You know, so I suppose when, even though for sometimes you're meeting up people and you're meeting them, probably not the happiest occasion, but you know what? The fact is you're meeting people, and it is nice to actually meet people that you haven't seen in a long time and just talk to
Yeah,
people and reconnect, isn't it? You know what I mean?
yeah. It's nice, yeah. That is nice now. Well, hopefully I don't have any children or any folks that you want to connect with anyone. Hopefully the next one is a wedding.
No, the next time you're going to connect with anybody now is going to be probably tonight over a few stuff, and there won't be a bother on you. You'll be like a new
Yeah.
kid.
So now there's a great band down in the Locust now, one man band down there tonight, and I'm considering one now. I didn't hear the snooze, Siobhan, I didn't tell you that. I say as soon as we finish recording, I will lie down with the $2 and have a snooze. Because I'm tired.
You see,
I
I'm not a
am
snoozer.
I have to have a snooze, Siobhan. I'm not sleeping, I'm just exhausted, tired, and I get to a point where I need to lie down and close my eyes. And it could be only 10 minutes, but those 10 minutes, I get a pressure on my head from the tiredness
Yeah.
up there. And that's not just the hairstyle. That's pressure. I just need to.
Do you find
That's
your
it.
hair though? Do you, in all messing like aside, do you find your hair easier now that way? Do you find your hair easier that colour?
Well, Swallow likes absolutely both of her. I know my hair, and I've been down to and you can see this now. Probably to make the bollocks to me now all better. God forbid the language, right? So I didn't do anything this morning. I didn't do anything, and I just got
Like
off.
steady there, like you're scary looking.
Yeah, I got off this morning. I said I'm not even going to watch it, but even at that, I'd be happy enough with my hair like that. I just love the bit of look to it, and I like the cuffs. The cuff is different, but like I could do whereas. If I done that with black hair or dark hair, whatever it was, summer hair, I would just look like Richie Chandler.
Yeah, you see,
Whereas
it looks different with darker hair, doesn't it?
I don't think I can get away with that first of all.
You're like
I guess
you're like a little gummidge there with that flipping hair.
I brushed it down and I kind of gave myself a bit of a fringe.
I actually, do you know what? Do you know the time you done it and you brought it all forward? I actually like that.
Yeah, I do like that, but I do. I like hanging off my face. But I give myself a bit of a fringe. And the other thing I did, let's see, this is your main course. This is I know, whenever I cook, I will Clara going to cook. My niece. They made it work now. They make a complete tool now for me. But I bought the opposite side the other day, and it looked completely different as well. So I've no idea
Like,
because that side.
now
See?
it looks like a cat landed on your head. Steady there, will you?
Like a bit of a English man, I don't have a hairbrush. But I'm saying if I bring the that side, I get more volume that way.
Yeah.
But it looks completely different then. So yeah, I'm doing a little more, I think, than I was.
No, you're
And
definitely playing around with it more. And I do love that, like, I love that, like, full curls. Like, I like that look.
yeah, I do like me calling it. I also, I'm seeing what I'm planning, but I'll keep my straight show for families and keep the curl. Because it seems enough to curl, so the last time wasn't. But it seems enough to curl. But yeah, I do like it. It's the best thing that I'm going. I love the colour. I love the craft. I love that I don't have to dye my hair. That's just the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, because like
Best
that
thing.
was full on. You were dyeing that every week.
I was 10 days, Sean. When I think of it now, oh, I couldn't do it now. Best thing ever. And I'm going to go totally bananas. I might even get a bit of blue in it. I don't know. I'll see. Oh, Mrs. Slocum into her house. My mum loves to tell you that this week. I think this conversation this week was a bit like my week. It is all over the place. And it's just like, oh my God.
It definitely
It
was.
is yeah, he's everywhere. But anyway. But one all good and I hope we're all well. Thanks for tuning in.
And lads, don't forget to send in your emails. We do have emails here. We never even read them today again. But you know what? What are we like? We start at one thing and then we head off some other direction. Anyway,
Yeah.
it is called This Big Life. It is our podcast. It is out on Spotify and YouTube. So certainly spread the word. That's where we are. I have to say, we do love doing it. It's one time of the week where we just say, you know what, whatever about anything else, we are going to catch up and have a little chat and see what life is thrown at us this week. You can email us on thisbiglife@yahoo.com, and you can send us a message on our pages. It's My Fab Corby Life, and it is Nicola Moore's Celebrant. So lads, thank you again for popping by with us this week. Hope you all have a great week, and we talk to you all again next week. So for myself, my Fab Blackbird with my Kirby life and my co-pilot.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can talk now, Nicola.
Guys, thank you so much. Okay, thanks for my lunch. I'll see you next week. Have a good one. And take care.
Take care. Have a great week. Bye.
We talk. Hey, you made it. Take a breath. This is your moment. Right here, right now. Mm. We talk big dreams, small steps, real days, messy hearts, and finding our way. Welcome to this